right, let's jump right into this explainer. Today, we're taking a deep dive into the core philosophy of Next Invest. And look, I'm just going to be upfront with you. I'm hitting you with a pretty harsh truth about your future today. Consider this a wake-up call. It might pinch a little right now, but trust me, it is going to set your mind perfectly straight. So think about this. In the next 5 years, are you going to be a king or a servant? Because honestly, there's really no middle ground here. You're either going to be at the absolute mercy of an employer, basically just serving someone else's dream, or you're going to be ruling your own empire. The big problem? Most people are running mindlessly after cash, kind of like a dog chasing a car, right? Instead of hunting strategically. And guys, that simply doesn't work. Okay, let's move into our first section, the bitter truth. And why the market isn't actually the problem here? This brings us to section 2, Kalu and Bilu. 2 paths, but one really harsh reality. Okay, let's dive into this. On the left, we've got Kalu. Let's call him Mr. Safe. You know the type, right? You hear it all the time from people like him. Oh, there are no jobs, or the market is just terrible right now. But the reality, the market isn't broken. His mindset is what's broken. See, he wasted his youth securing the standard degree just to land a job paying, 15,000 rupees a month? He's literally selling 10 hours of his precious day to make his boss rich, just waiting around for that salary text message so he can go eat samosas and pay off his EMIs. Now look on the right. We have Bilu, the rebel. Bilu completely refused the corporate grind. He made 0 money for the first 6 months. I mean, everyone called him useless. But what was he actually doing? He was grinding. He was learning video editing, figuring out how internet systems work. Fast forward, and Bilu has built a system that makes him money while he sleeps. Why? Because he didn't just sell his time. He built a high-value system. And this brilliantly illustrates a super powerful metaphor from Next Invest. It goes like this. Money is like a shadow. Run after it, and it runs away. Walk towards the sun, and it follows you. Think about that for a second. The sun in this metaphor, that represents your skills. If you walk toward building your skills, the money, the shadow, has absolutely no choice but to follow right behind you. It's a total game changer of a mindset. Now, consider this number, 3,50,000. 3,50,000. It perfectly highlights the bitter irony of our modern education system. I mean, you've got graduates walking around holding a 3.5 lakh rupee degree, but if you ask them to bring in just one single paying client for a business, they freeze in absolute panic. And why is that? It's because the education system teaches theory. It forces you to memorize, but it almost never teaches actual, real-world execution. Because let's be real here, the world pays for results, not certificates. Let's go back to that video editing example for a second. If you can edit a video that literally makes people's eyes pop, it absolutely does not matter if you failed the 10th grade. It doesn't matter if you went to some fancy elite university. If you deliver the result, you command your own price. You're not begging for a salary anymore. You demand what you're worth. Moving on to section 3, trading, the illusion and the reality. We're going to completely dismantle that whole Dubai Instagram guru myth. You know exactly what I'm talking about, right? You see these fake gurus sitting on a beach in Dubai with a laptop promising you can double your money in minutes. But listen to me, actual trading is not some 21-day magic money doubling scheme. It is a hardcore skill. It requires extreme patience, an absolutely ironclad mindset, and a deep, deep understanding of systems. Let me ask you a critical question here. Would you let a doctor perform surgery on you if they only learned how to do it from a quick YouTube video? No way, of course not. So why on earth would you risk your hard-earned money in the markets without actually learning this skill first? So why exactly do 90% of people fail in trading? And I mean, sometimes literally losing their homes in the process. It's because they're seeking instant shortcuts, they have a total lack of patience, they act entirely on emotional impulses, getting a literal heart attack the second the market dips even a little bit. Ultimately, they're treating the market like a casino instead of a real discipline. The real secret to wealth? It's doing the exact opposite. Buy in fear, sell in greed. Legends like Rakesh Janjwanwala and Warren Buffett, they didn't succeed by pure luck. They succeeded because they had the immense patience to actually understand the system and the sheer discipline to control their emotions when everyone else around them was completely panicking. All right, section 4, the 3 levels of earning. This right here is your blueprint for financial freedom. So the crucial point is understanding these 3 levels. Let's walk through them. Step 1 is a job. Here, you're just selling your limited time for limited money. Step 2 is investing, which is great because now your money starts working for you. But step 3, that's the ultimate goal, value and skill. At this level, your asset, which is your skill, generates wealth regardless of what the economy is doing. Mastering level 3 skills, things like coding, marketing, or high-level sales, that creates a completely recession-proof asset that no one can ever steal from you. And at level 3, money is just a byproduct of being the absolute best. Think of a master carpenter, okay? If you are a top-level carpenter, you don't even have to look for work anymore. The best clients, the finest wood, the biggest budgets, they will naturally hunt you down. And the exact same thing goes for being a top-tier trader, marketer, or editor.
Which brings us to Section 5, the 6-month challenge. It's time to escape that whole instant gratification mindset.
To break that toxic mindset, where we just expect our career success to arrive as fast as a 20-minute food delivery, you need some tough love. So here is the 6-month blueprint to freedom. First things first, disappear from social media for 6 months. Just vanish. Unfollow all those accounts showing fake filtered happiness. Then pick one high-value skill. Maybe that's trading, digital marketing, whatever it is. Pick one. And then become so unbelievably good at it that no one can beat you. Once you do that, you dictate your own rates, you dictate your own terms, and yeah, sure, people are going to mock you initially. They'll jokingly call you the next Ambani, but you have to endure that mockery and just relentlessly sharpen that single skill.
Because here is the absolute climactic realization from all of this. When your skill becomes bigger than your degree, you win the game. It's that simple. Unless you build a tangible, undeniable skill, you are really nothing more than a statistic in a government file. You've got to run after your capabilities so hard that the money literally comes begging to stay with you.
So, what does this all mean for you? It brings us to our final thought, and I want to leave you with a serious question. Are you ready to change the gear of your life? Like, actually ready? I want you to grab a piece of paper today, right now. Seriously. Write down the one single skill you are going to master to conquer the world. Don't wait for tomorrow, because we all know tomorrow never comes. The market is waiting for you. Get out there, put your head down, and sharpen your skill.